Okay, so I want to make this clear. I actually wanted to reread the script because I did stop a few times. I did it all in a rush because I thought I didn't have enough time, but apparently not. So right now I'm going to reread the scripts. Hopefully I don't stutter as much as I did last time. And yeah, let's get straight to it. If it isn't obvious, I'm just a little... It's like 11 where I'm at. Actually, it's 12:01 right now, so let's just get this over with. It all starts with a flashback. Reiner and Leiter are flying as fast as they can, dodging infection and splash and bites from multiple infected. Eventually they catch up and Leiter gets bit and she screams in pain. Leiter! He yells his counterpart's name out before he himself gets attacked by the monstrous infected. To which the flashback abruptly ends. It cuts to Reiner in the middle of space, along with Leiter, Darkner, Darkly, Healer, and Healy. Healy looks at them, and they are alive and okay. You might be wondering why I brought you here. The voice is loud and in a deep voice. Reiner turns around to see two figures that almost look identical. Just the patterns on their chest are different. The one on the right has a star on their chest, and the one on the left has a unique pattern. Who is that? My name is Creator, and this is my female counterpart, Create. Hi, we just made you guys after we just created this... What should we call this? Because it has about everything in it. You mean the multiverse? Good name. We will call it the Multiverse. Reiner looks around. They are in an empty void with nothing in it. Is this after the Big Bang? He mutters. Creator hears Reiner's mutter. That is a great name for the massive boom I just made using 4 big flame balls. I might want to change that. Reiner, not realizing what is going on, he turns to Darkner, to which Darkner gives him a glare. What do you want? Darkner says, clearly trying to be aggressive and intimidating. Nothing. Just looking around and wondering. They glare at each other until Healer interrupts the moment after hearing about Creator's boom events. Whoa, you made a big boom? Indeed I have. It took a while for it to happen. Yeah, he basically fused 4 flame balls together, and after a couple of billions of years, they blew up, and, well, we decided why not make this empty void into a full place. And I don't really know. Yeah, I guess that could work. Reiner looks at Leiter. He clearly knows what happened based on the flashback. He uses his description ability to scan her memories, just to see if she might have been wiped since her memories are empty. But it's Leiter. But also not. Can you maybe tell us what our names are? He asks, looking at Creator. Oh, right. So you, the cyan one, your name is Reiner. The peach one is your name. The peach one's name is Leiter, your counterpart. I made the one in the red and black. His name is Darkner. And the yellow one next to him is called Darkly, his female counterpart. I made those two over there. The one with the cross-line patterns name is Healer. And the one with an X on her chest is called Healy, his female counterpart. Cool. So, should we maybe start filling this empty void? Of course, you can go with your counterpart. After a bit, they all split up. Reiner is going with Leiter. After they fly a couple of hundreds of light years, Reiner checks around to see if anyone is around. So he taps Leiter on her shoulder. Hey, Leiter? Yeah? Can you trust me with something real quick? Depends on what it is. Are you going to, I don't know, blast me with something that you're going to blast me with anyway? Yeah, sounds about right. Wait, what? Reiner interrupts her by blasting her with energy from his chest. Though it doesn't seem to affect her, though she suddenly becomes more afraid? Wait, Reiner? Oh, okay, Leiter, I need you to not panic. I just gave your memory back, and I don't know how long you have until Darkner does the same to Darkly. Wouldn't it be smart if we killed them right now? Yeah, it would, but we can't do it if those two over there are here. Leiter sees where Reiner is pointing at. Those being Creator and Create. We can take them, but I doubt we will beat Darkner and Darkly by just going for them right now. Lyra seems hesitant, as if she doesn't want to do this. Hold on. Briner notices this. You good, Lie? Yeah, but I don't know about this. We've been at this for multiple times, and she stops, looking at Briner. I don't want to see you die again. Briner looks back at Lyra, then places her hand on her shoulder while moving to her side. It's okay, I understand you. You can get tired, and so do I, but maybe this timeline could work, so I hope. Can we at least try to prepare for this timeline? Briner gets an idea. His eyes widen. Wait, I think I got it. Lyra picks up a Briner's sudden energy. You know how Darkner and Darkly made a bunch of infected to fight alongside them? Yeah? What about it? What if we made our own army to fight alongside us? To maybe have a better chance to beat him and end this endless infection. Wait, that isn't a bad idea, Brig. That can work! But come to think of it, how will we make this army? Let's just wait and see what ways we can make that army later. We have to focus on Creator's assignment. Then we can figure this out. Briner nods and they go on to make a bunch of universes and multiverses. After everyone is done shaping all the reality and all that stuff and schmuck, they all come back to where they originally met. Creator and Creaty stand in the middle of it all, ready to make an announcement. So we have expanded this world to be around infinite now. Yeah, there is some empty space, but Darkner over here told me he would continue making, so he will be gone for a bit. Briner thinks to himself. Seems like he's planning to make this timeline a harder one to beat as well. So what now, Creator? Come to think of it, what can we do? Healer comes in wanting to share an idea. What if we make our own infinite world, when we live in peace and harmony, you know? Great idea, Healer. Briner, help me out, will you? Sure, I guess. While that is going on, the scene shifts to Darkner, who's staring into the empty void. That is space. Well, see, while sitting on that shore, he thinks to himself, I've been at this for so long. My revenge will finally be complete, and I'll give them their endless punishments across every timeline. But at what cost? I've been at this for so long. I don't even remember why I'm even doing this. Is it really worth it? Darkly comes in after reading his mind while she was levitating around space. We do realize we're doing this because they neglect us for the first 600 timelines. Correction, that's supposed to be 500 timelines, not 600. I still have not fixed that. We existed. Remember, Darkner. Remember what we are doing this for. I thought it was only me and Briner who had these memories. Nope, I'm getting used to shifting timelines, Darkner. No worries. Well, we better send units to infect the other multiverses we made. Darkner opens up a portal with a quick slash of his sword. Arise, my army! Multiple infected come in. Almost all of them are Earth species, while others are varied between a stick figure and multiple animals from the Rereading, a planet he used to start his army back in timeline 648. 48. I'm not sure why I said 55. It then cuts to Creator and Creaty, who are done after creating their own world. Thanks again, Briner. Couldn't have done it without you. Thanks, I get. Space seems to shake. Creator instinctively uses his ability to create a barrier around their new world. Here we go again. Creator and Creaty go inside the Noirverse now. What about you, Briner? Just go! Creator and Creaty hesitate, but then teleport away, leaving Briner to handle this on his own. Darkner levitates towards Briner, already having his sword out, alongside Darkner, who has her katanas out. Well, doesn't this just happen so often? You're already done to this one last timeline, Briner. Just give it up. It's not worth fighting for something you can't win. Correction. 2. Not 1 timeline. I'm not sure why it's still like that. Screw that. Where is your army anyway? Thought you would be cowering behind them now. They are here. They are just after your little someone you care for. If you know what I mean. Briner catches on immediately and tenses up. You touch Lighter and you're dead. You want to test that? You couldn't even kill me back in timeline 378,238. How can you even remember that through billions of timelines ago? I got the answer. Lazy writing. The scene then shifts to Lighter, who is laying down on an asteroid drifting into space. Her body is laying asleep, unaware of what's to come. Then we see multiple swarms of darkness infected, all of them eyeing on specifically Lighter. One of the infected makes a loud screeching sound. All the other infected look at the screeching infected and then follow their gaze on Lighter, who is still asleep. Lighter then stirs, as if sensing the infected screech. All of them flying infected then all dive down towards her. All of them, all ready to bite down on her, ready to make her one of them. The scene zooms in at an infected about to bite her down until back off. The infected immediately gets blasted by a black beam that absorbs it and then returns to Briner's chest. You really think I was just going to let you infect my own counterpart? Idiot. Briner then summons multiple blasts at the infected, engulfing and killing them all. He wakes Lighter by shaking her. Wake up, Lighter! Huh? She opens her eyes and looks around to see the dust piles of the infected lurking on the floor, flowing into Briner's black hole chest. Finally. Yeah, I think you know what's up. Darkness out again, and we just better start forming the plan I formed earlier. Then they fly off. A loud boom sound comes out due to their high speeds. The scene then comes to Healy and Healer. They both are on an asteroid sitting down. Then Healer thinks of something. Hey, Healy? Yeah, my male counterpart? I'm getting a bit bored of this square-like body, whatever that is. Do you want me to ask Creator if he can change our designs or something like that? Surely. I feel the same way too. I feel too fat. They both meditate towards the new world that Briner helped make, and enter inside of it. I wonder why they left in such a hurry though. And I wonder where Briner and Darkness flew off to. Me too. Besides, there they are now. They both levitate towards Creator. Hey Creator, how are you? I've been as confused as You need something, Hila? I was just wondering if you could maybe give us a new design. I feel kind of fat with this body. Yeah, and I don't know how you or the others can live like this. Can you maybe make us skinny and tall? Like give us a slim and thin body so we are harder to get hit. Oh, make it so we can use weapons and stuff. Creed looks at them, debating if he should comply, but then nods. Sure, I'll just snap my fingers and do it for you. But do you know how they would look? Maybe ask them if they want us to weapons. He overhears and says, can I have super strength along with super speed? And can I have bladed arms? Sure. Oh, and also can you give me some hair? I feel kind of bald with this. Can I get a bandana maybe as well? Sure. Critter snaps his non-existent fingers, and their designs change to two stick figures. What? So, what will your names be from now on? Well, since we have blades for arms, I could be called Slashy. I'll be named Robotiker, since I have a robotic limb. Perfect. Alright then, go on and have fun with these. A loud explosion sound is heard, interrupting Creator. Dark emerges from the crack, lowering his sword and places it back on his back. So, this is what Briner made, huh? Cool, but short-lived. Darkner, what have you done? Shut it. You don't even know how even a speck of light this is even happening. Why are you doing all this? We just gave you life. Like I care. I've already stood longer than you two combined, and Darkner sees the two stick figures. He visibly holds back a laugh. That is what you came up with? Pathetic. Before Darkner can finish his sentence, Robotiker lunges at him and stabs his chest, then slicing him in half with ease. However, Darkner laughs. Oh my god. Oh, make me laugh. Ripping me in half is what I deal with half the time. Get it? Robotiker stares in both confusion and fear. Then Darkner pulls his sword out. Anyways, Darkner lunges at Robotiker and slashes at him. Slashy watches as Robotiker gets his arm torn off and then gets stabbed straight in his left eye, causing him to scream. Robotiker! Darkner, why are you? Darkner pulls his sword back out and looks at Slashy. You're next. Darkner throws a sword at surprising speed. Slashy looks panicked and covers herself with her blades. It does resist, but eventually breaks, and she looks horrified. As soon as the sword is about to stab Slashy and killing her, something else gets hit instead. Slashy opens her eyes to see Creator jumped in to get himself stabbed. After Creator says that, his body falls down, Slashy looking down, horrified. Whatever, get me more kills. Darkner lunges at Slashy and aims to slash her himself until... Enough! Darkner is hit with multiple blasts, causing him to crash into a mountain, causing a massive crater. I almost just said crater. Slashy looks to see Briner and Lighter, Briner lowering his arms after he seemingly blasted him. Lighter, get these stick figures? What are you? I'm Healy, but just call me Slashy for now. I presume the other one over there is the missing arm is. I literally slashed open his healer. Great. Lighter rushes at Robotica. Are you okay, healer? Name's Robotica. Now, yeah, I'm barely alive. Darkner flies out the crater, already fully regenerating the damages. Ouch, that hurt. Anyways, Darkner blitzes past Briner and punches Lighter. She is sent flying. He is about to do the same to Briner, but he catches his punch. Then Briner fires a barrage of punches and kicks. What the hell is kicks to Darkner, causing him to stumble midair. So you even remember how to fight, huh? I mean, if you can do this, if you can, then so can I. Darkner and Briner start to fight as they fire multiple blasts at each other. Darkner's redness, however, seems to lighten. Briner notices and tenses up. The scene then cuts to Lighter, who is just now hits a mountain. She then looks up to see how far away she is, but can still see them fighting. She gets up and grabs her scythe from her back until, not so fast, Lighter gasps at the sudden voice of Darkly. She turns around to see her, already having her katanas out, and energy starting to crackle around them. You and I haven't fought in a long time, haven't we? Lighter is visibly shaken by this, but she calms down. Yeah, it has, but I'll change the outcome in this timeline. Darkly lunges at her suddenly, then prove it. To Darkly's surprise, she does. Lighter parries her slash and follows it up with a bunch of beams firing at her. Darkly stares at the beams in shock, but she dodges them in time. I'll fight you until you breathe your final breath. Darkly realizes how much Lighter has improved, oh my god, and tenses up. Lighter then teleports behind her, but they both slash at each other rapidly. Their weapons clash against each other, over and over again. Don't make me kill you, Darkly. We used to be friends. You think I was friends with you? Darkly overpowers Lighter's scythe and then falls up with a kick to Lighter's chest. Lighter stumbles and regains composure, and her scythe levitates back to her. You take that back right now. Lighter lunges and predicts Darkly's attempt to parry the attack, dodging beside her and slashing her back. Darkly then swings both katanas defensively, and their blades meet, sparks coming out the blades as they add pressure to their weapons. Darkly struggles against Lighter's scythe, clashing against hers. Friends or not, I'm doing this for Darkner's sake. You're the reason why he's like this in the first place. Is his way of reaction a good response? She says as she overpowers Darkly's katanas, gaining the upper hand. Darkly's katanas break and then Lighter kicks her high into the sky. If you won't stop this, then I will! Lighter launches a rapid amount of slices and kicks at Darkly while she is still in the air. Then, with all her energy channeled, slashes her down, causing a massive crater. Lighter levitates down to see her and lifts her up, and then looks back to see Briner and Darkner still fighting. Win it, Brig, she whispers. The scene then abruptly cuts to Briner, who is still dodging and avoiding all of Darkner's slashes and hits. Brandon deflects a blast with his elbow. Then the blast hits the ground, causing a massive explosion. Brandon thinks to himself, he's going to spam this attack style. I think I know how to do this. Brandon deflects a blast and then uses his ability to prevent it from hitting the ground. He then grabs Darkner and redirects the attack to Darkner. Wait! Darkner gets hit directly in his chest, causing everything to turn black except Darkner's silhouette, which is now turned white. Something red inside of Darkner cracks and shatters. I knew you wouldn't learn, and now you wouldn't. Oh my god, I messed up so badly. I know you wouldn't learn and you would get overconfident, so I had to do this. You blue bastard. Outsmarted me. First time. Brandon then tosses Darkner up and fires a blast directly at Darkner. It hits Darkner directly, causing him to be flung, to which then he is caught by Lighter. Now, for what we came for. Slashing emerges from now and she was hiding, carrying a body on her back. I demand an explanation now. She then faints. Brandon teleporting catches her before she can fully hit the ground. Yeah, in a bit. Let's get you two out of here first. Lighter teleports beside Briner, to which she is now holding both Darkner and Dark Blue. Darkner's body is now completely black. No red, no nothing. If you wanted answers, you could have needed him alive, you know. I am completely aware of that. It's why I didn't completely blast him. Briner fires a small red blast at Robotiker. It hits him and causes him to levitate, which his wounds regenerate completely. Oh, thanks I guess. Hey man, I kind of just revived you after you literally had the most brutal death I've seen for a stick figure. Well, now what? We find out how he was able to keep this up, and how is he's able to infect almost everyone in every single timeline. I should have kept this up when I said keep this up. What? The scene abruptly cuts to a castle. It's dystopian. Screams can be heard along with more infected. Sir! A small pink, white, and black is running with presumably a video playback file. A much taller, bigger Darkner with more features and a darker shade of red is seen in the distance with a large hallway in a massive throne. What now, Energizer? Darkner, hold on, what's that number? 93,749,263 has been neutralized and weakened. Darkner laughs. Are you trying to make me laugh? It must be him fully killing Briner. Remember how some timelines we look different? But sir, it's our Darkner 93,749,263 that got neutralized. His ore literally got destroyed in the second to last timeline. We haven't taken over. This is serious. Don't come to me and say some things like that. Now, do you want some gravitanium ice cream? Come here. It's okay. You were bluffing, right? The scene then cuts to Briner and Lighter flying at high speeds in space. Briner carrying Slashy and Robotica while Lighter carries Darkner and Darkly. Wait, so this is the second to last timeline left out there, like, at all? Yep, you might think there's an infinite amount of timelines, but nope, there's a limit to everything, and we have reached what is basically that limit. Also, can you talk more, I don't know, in a way I can tell? I don't know half the words you're saying. Here, I'll blast him with it. Blasting with what? Lighter shoots something from her mind, hitting Robotiker. There, I expanded your vocabulary. Thank you, you marvelous being. Briner blasts Robotiker with something of his own, with his own mind as well. Not too much, Lighter. Sorry about that. You were saying? Yeah, right. Basically, Darkner has been causing this, what I like to call an endless infection. Basically, he infects one timeline with his own abilities and powers. And since I can't mentally manipulate him, target his soul because I have immunity to that. And immunity to almost any type of mental or physical damage, it makes logical sense he has that immunity too. It makes sense, but if that was true, why didn't you fully kill him? It's because his army can be pretty helpful, along with my army that me and Briner plan on making later. Slashy slowly flutters her eyes open, then screams. Why are we moving so... Oh, sorry. Nah, you're okay. Besides, we do seem to be approaching a far enough distance now. Distance for what? Briner suddenly lets go of both Slashy and Robotica and then turns around to make a giant barrier. A massive explosion is made. Me and Lighter could have definitely taken that explosion head on, but we wanted to make sure you two would be able to survive. Oh, thanks. Briner uses it to lift them both up with telekinesis and then drops them both down on an asteroid, to which she stabilizes with his telekinesis. Hold on, I'm gonna drink some water real quick. Hold on. I need my water. My throat is really dry right now. Okay. Should be good for now. Lighter and Briner then levitate and land beside them. Anyways, Robotica, right? Yeah. You need a new name. Robotica isn't going to fit, especially, well, the fact that you literally almost died. I'm thinking of some new ideas if you want. Oh my god, my throat is so dry. Robotica shrugs and then nods. You know what? I'm done for anything at this point. What do you got for me? Maybe Killer or Scarer or Cyborg Getter or... Stop. What'd you say again? Cyborg Getter? No, the second one. Scarer? Yep, that one sounds nice. I'll go with it. Alright then, your name is willingly Scarer now. Cool. The funny interaction is abruptly cut short by a massive roaring sound. A giant crack is seen in space as it opens, more infected come in. I just bit my tongue. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's painful. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, everyone, let's get back to getting carried and flying off. We got some things to deal with. Slashy and Scar hop back on Briner, and then him and Lighter then fly off back into space. I think if I achieve a high enough speed, we can lose these guys, since I know damn well they can't detect me from a different dimension in a different timeline. You can... What now? Just hold on for now. Briner and Lighter increase their speeds, while also keeping their grips on the ones they are carrying. They eventually exceed the limit and vanish. An infected hisses at their vanishment. Then they go back into the crack they emerged from. The scene cuts to Briner and Lighter, who are seemingly in an empty void. Right, this should be before the last time before it fully began. We can plot here for a bit. So, what now? Remember how those creator and creative things made me make a completely new endless world that has no limit or end? Yeah? What about it? I'm gonna do that, and right about... Briner blinks and they all suddenly appear in, like he said, a endless world that has no, well, end. This is a ERIEVERSE 2.0, since the first may as well be gone. We'll figure this out eventually. Anyways... Lighter levitates up and looks around. So, this is infinite, since it doesn't just go down like it went for an ordinary planet. Didn't really explain it that well, but I think I know what you mean. Right, Brig, just come up here and say it out loud so Slashy and Scar don't have to wonder why you're just staring up at me. Briner flies up and levitates beside her. Sorry about that, but anyways, we should probably start to build us a little place to stay, since we can't stay here forever. Yeah, you got a point there. I'll start building, and you can maybe give those two ores, since they may as well don't have one on it. Though Briner levitates back down to them and seemingly teleports them somewhere. Oh, like down real quick? Oh, that's my bad. Okay. Did you regain yourself? Okay, good. Lighter sighs and stretches. Well, I'm not stretching things. The camera pans to the sky, then it comes back. My god, I messed it up. Comes back down to Briner, seemingly using his energy from his black hole chest and channeling them into something. Briner eventually stomps and lifts up his two orbs that both glow a shade of teal and the other blue. Alright, these orbs will merge into you separately so you guys can keep up with us, along with whatever lies in other timelines. Briner hands Slashy the teal glowing ore. Slashy, this is what I will call Metaranium. It grants a variety of abilities and grants a new form for you to use. Sashi is given Mediterranean. It levitates in her hands and then levitates into her chest, and seemingly emerges inside of her. This feels overwhelming amount of power. Her blades extend and glow that same teal glow. Briner then hands Scar. Briner then hands Scar the blue glowing ore. Scar, this is Manite. This orb will grant you a variety of abilities and an increase of physical strength and durability. The ore levitates Scar's hands until doing the same thing, seemingly merging into him. Why do I feel something in my legs? Just give it a moment. Scar's legs grow spikes. The outer layer glows blue, and while the internal layer inside glows red. Scar then grows a scarf that covers his mouth, and a part of the scarf that is left hanging seemingly wakes up as it moves around, even able to place stuff on Scar's head. It also grants you new capabilities with your robotic limbs, and I'll deal with your other missing arm. I'll probably have to make that also robotic since I don't have the mental capacity to just draw a straight line. Scar stops gazing and looks at Briner with a confused stare. The scene cuts to Lighter, seemingly tired and resting on a tree branch. Man, I'm glad I finished making up this design in my head. Hopefully Briner likes it. If not, I don't even care anymore. And oh my god, Lai, just shut up. Can you keep your mouth open for any longer? I don't even have a mouth, but whatever. You're glad I didn't completely destroy your back there. Darkness Orchard was completely accidental, and as it was just supposed to knock him out, kind of like how I did to you. Fair, but still, you don't have to constantly talk about whatever you talk about. I don't even know. I got lost because of how long you kept on talking. Oh my god, my throat is so dry. I can't. You know what? We're doing this. Darkness starts to glow red again, and he awakens. Took you long enough. Now, since you're finally awake. Lighter something to scream from seemingly nothing. Yo, Brick! The Darkness finally up. Briner responds seemingly remotely. Took him long enough. I'm on my way. Briner teleports beside Lighter, bringing Scar and Sashi with him. Ah! Don't just teleport like that! My bad. Anyways, Darkner grows at Briner, then looks away. So don't even act like you don't even know what any. My god! So don't even act like you don't have any memories, Darkner. Besides, I can still read descriptions, and this is pathetic. It shows what Briner sees, while also showing what the description ability shows. Name, Darkner. Age, I don't know, but older than, yeah, that. I'm not reading that. If I ever did, comics, I'm doing that on the comic. I'm probably gonna shorten it like freaking infinity. Description: dumbass red bastard that may as well be a knockoff. Win rate 50%. How to defeat? He already has been beat. Lol. Just blast him where his aura would have been until. Wait, first can't die. I broke the guard, didn't I? You did. How did that even work? I don't know. Maybe because you got too overconfident and cocky to the point you forgot your weaknesses are those two emotions. You're weak to confidence and cockiness? I'm dumb. I thought you were just weak to happiness. I am weak to happiness. Overconfidence and cocky are both a way of expressing a positive emotion in my body. It's indicated when my red glow lightens. I didn't notice it, but Briner did, so he took advantage of it. Although, it's not as bad as being weak to romance. Briner flinches. What? Oh, don't even try to act like you don't know what I'm talking about, Brig. Oh, you bastard! Enough, you two! Lighter positions herself between the two by moving them in telekinesis, spreading her arms. Look, I get you two have been fighting for the past timelines, but we can't live like this. Lighter looks at Darkner. If you want to live, Darkner, you're gonna have to get along with Briner and me. I swear to Grava, if you make me bond with that Cyan knockoff. Yes, you will have to bond with him whether you like it or not. Ha! You too, Brig. if you can't bond with Darkner, then this process will get slower and slower. If you won't do it for us to win this endless nightmare, then do it for me, okay? Bryner takes those words into consideration, having a conflicted expression, but then eventually nods. Alright, I'll do it. But if he even bats an eye, or says anything remotely to betrayal, I will kill him. Fair enough. I'll get to fixing his aura, but you can help me making our place to stay. Bryner nods and teleports away. The cat passes Darkner, who is seemingly staring at the ground, seemingly debating about something. Darkner thinks to himself, she does trust me though. But why would she? I have basically traumatized her my god! She does trust me though, but why would she? I have basically traumatized her over and over again. And does she think it can change? How dumb is she? Darkner glances at a sword. The smart choice would be to kill them after they fix my ore, but in a way I don't want to do it. She saved me. Has she really changed after all that time? Darkner glances at Lighter, who is hard at work in fixing his ore, as if showing genuine focus into saving someone who she has been wanting to kill now. Maybe I should join them. After all, it's only 500 timelines they neglected me in, and I've done way more than double of what they've done to me. Lighter walks over to Darkner, and then Bryner teleports beside her. Darkner? Yeah? Can I trust you not to betray us after I give you the repaired ore? Darkner hesitates before nodding. Lighter lets the ore levitate towards Darkner. As it levitates, Bryner summons a black hole beam blast just in case. Lighter presses her arm across Bryner, signaling to stop. Darkner absorbs the ore, and he begins to gain his red glow and color it back. Darkner grabs the sword and switches it around before placing it on his back. You put it away, Brick. I don't plan on attacking you guys anymore. Darkner glances at Darkly, who fell asleep. Just promise me you can tame Darkly as well. Tell me if you need anything. Darkner sits beside a tree and crosses his arms before he closes his eyes and presumably falls asleep. Bryner, still hesitant about Darkner, finally decides to retract his energy back to the black hole beam. My throat is so dry, I can't do this in one take. But we're doing this in one take. We're doing this in one take. Lighter moves her arm away, seemingly glad Bryner might trust Darkner. The camera pans to a tree that has a reddish glow. That eventually reveals to be a sort of drone that teleports away. Oh my god, dude, hold on. The scene shifts back to the other Darkner we saw earlier. The other Darkner seen earlier, not we saw, resting on his throne. Energizer comes in, running while being followed by his purplish female counterpart version of him. Sir! What? Your Darkner, he's switching sides! The purplish Energizer then displays the screen. The scene of Darkner seemingly okay with Bryner and Lighter. Darkner switches the screen before he visibly looks furious and then blasts the screen. Are you kidding me? Darkner stands up. Energize. You two better find this Darkner and kill him alongside Bryner and Lighter. Understand? Yes, sir. The two fly off into a hole that Darkner summoned with the slash of his blade. The blade glows a bright red. It then cuts to Bryner and Lighter. They both are still working on the base until they see the portal open in the sky. And see the two come out the portal. Energizer spots Bryner and gestures to Energizer to follow him. My bad. Hi. We came to check on... I'm going to stop you right there. First of all, who are you and your purplish knockoff of Lighter? I'm Energizer. And I am Energize. And we have came to check on Darkner and Darkly. Like, I'll let that happen. Maybe we don't have to fight. Ugh, Energizer, stop being nice and get ready. Okay. Huh, that's weird. Bryner and Lighter start to glow the signature color. My god, I read that too fast. Briner and lighter start to glow their signature color, while Energizer, and Energizer do the same, preparing for a battle. And that is it for episode 1. I had to do this retake because I feel like I started too much in the first recording. This is probably longer than the first one since it took more time to actually read this and not stutter. I did stutter a couple times, but whatever. Bye. Also, if you want to join the Discord server, you have to copy and paste the link because I do not know how to figure that part out. If anyone wants to help me out with that, go right ahead. But to make it quicker for you guys, on my channel bio, I have left 3 links. One is to my Instagram. The second is to my Discord server. I do not know if that one still works. And I left the Q&A there, but I'm probably going to make the Q&A maybe next week of this recording. So if you want to do that, go ahead. Besides that, hope you guys have a wonderful day or night or wherever you live at. Peace.